Hey folks, good morning and welcome to another episode of Steelers Morning Rush. I'm Alan Saunders. It is Friday, December 27th. The Pittsburgh Steelers are off for the weekend as they are mandated to be off 3 days after playing on a short week last week. So they'll take Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off, and I would assume get back to work with a bonus practice day on Monday, although we haven't gotten that practice schedule yet. But that's my assumption. That's usually what they've done coming out of Thursday Night Football in the past, and I assume what they're going to do this week. They've got plenty of work to do as the Steelers riding a 3-game losing streak into the final week of the regular season when they will host the Cincinnati Bengals. Don't have a date and time for that game yet, but as I said yesterday, I'm anticipating a 1 p.m. Sunday contest for the Steelers and Bengals at Acrisure Stadium as the Steelers look to avoid a 4-game losing streak going into the playoffs. And certainly that has feelings down around Steelers Nation and around the team as well. But I want to talk about something maybe bigger picture here today, as we've got plenty of time to worry about the Cincinnati Bengals next week. And that is what the Steelers should be thinking about the future of their quarterback position here, especially after 2 pretty lackluster games from Russell Wilson. The Steelers veteran quarterback had 2 turnovers against the Baltimore Ravens, one of which was going into the end zone, the other which was a pick 6. So, basically a potential 14-point swing on those 2 plays from Russell Wilson in what was a 17-point Steelers loss to the Ravens. Huge game-changing, season-changing plays. And then again against the Kansas City Chiefs when he threw a particularly ill-advised pass into the end zone looking for Pat Freiermuth in triple coverage. He had other options open on a second down, and the Steelers did not live to fight another day, forced it in there, throws the interception to Justin Reed. The Steelers did not score there, down 2 touchdowns early. That was, again, a big swing and probably their best chance to dig themselves out of that early hole that they were in. And he also put the ball on the ground earlier in the game and was fortunate enough to get it back. But that is 2 fumbles and 2 interceptions in the last 2 weeks from a guy who was mostly playing because the Steelers don't trust Justin Fields to not turn the ball over. That is probably not going a good way for that paradigm to continue. Russell Wilson has to be better than that. And, will the Steelers bring him back? I expect them to. I have expected them to. But I think, if it's 2 more games like the last 2, I think that probably starts to come into doubt a little bit. It's easy to say he had 2 bad games, especially considering the level of the opponents. Kansas City is one of the best defenses in the league. And short weeks back to back. But if it turns into a 4-game slide at the end of the season, then I think you start to look at the age number next to his spot on the roster and say, can this? And Wilson didn't even play a full season. So is it fair to expect him to be able to do this next year, the year after that? I mean, I don't know. Russ said he wants to play until he's like 41 or something ridiculous like that. I don't see that in the future. I would think that somebody's going to give him a 3-year deal, whether it's the Steelers or somebody else, with probably 2 years of that guaranteed. But I think really Russell Wilson is playing for a big part of that contract here over these next 2 games. He has to show that this is just 2 bad games and not a critical, crippling end of the season. Nobody wants to sign up for that, not the Steelers and not anybody else. As far as Justin Fields, I've said it here before. Justin is pretty injured. That abdominal injury suffered against the Philadelphia Eagles is serious. It's significant. He has not done anything other than run off to the side at practice since then. They do have a big break here, but I mean, even if this game didn't matter, I don't think we would be seeing Justin Fields start in this game. If things don't go well for Russell Wilson, I don't know that the Steelers have a real alternative. Maybe Fields will be dressed as the backup, but I don't see that being anything that's even remotely on anyone's radar in terms of the thought process of this team for this year. I expect it to be Russ no matter how the results are, and then we'll see when we move into the 2025 season, which is coming. We're near the end here, folks. So we're near the end here. So it's coming quickly. We'll, of course, have lots more to talk about on Steelers Afternoon Drive with me and Zachary Smith. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications on the YouTube channel here so you don't miss an episode. And until then, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and enjoy.